Get mantra and meditation MP3s at jasongallant.ca.
Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about feelings. Talking about these emotions that everyone in the world is taking so seriously right now, especially on social media. It's so funny when you start the spiritual path, you start your journey, you're taking your feelings very seriously. You've got some real feelings that need to be listened to. You're saying the world should cater to my feelings and the world hasn't catered to my feelings. So now I'm going to go on the spiritual journey and maybe these spiritual people will cater to my feelings. And then one day you meet a real teacher and you realize that teacher just does not care about your feelings. So you're back to square one again. All of a sudden you're right back to square one and you're like, wow, I can't believe it. No matter where I go, nobody cares about my feelings. The point is that the feelings are what is killing you. Your feelings, your intense, maybe lack of feeling, maybe it's an experience of depression, maybe it's an experience of sadness. Because you take this so seriously, you are living in it and wallowing in it, and you are stuck in it. So life's job, or a real teacher's job, their job is to free you from this prison of feelings and how serious you're taking them. Now, some of you I might be offending in this exact moment because no, my feelings matter. My feelings are telling me the truth. I'm not talking about physical feelings where somebody pokes you with a stick and you get some sort of pain reflex and then you maybe flinch or walk away because the stick is doing some damage to your body. I'm talking about the emotional feelings which have so much to do with your identity. And whenever something comes at you that is in contradiction to your identity or into contradiction to what you think you are, all the limitations that you think you are, maybe I have a certain preference. I'm a chocolatarian. I love chocolate. So anybody that comes to me and says they don't like chocolate, I'm offended. These are all ideas based on preferences. But if you're not your preference, or you're not your physical body even, right? Because the race wasn't a preference, that was just the way you were born. You didn't choose it, it was just thrust upon you. So if these things are not who you are, they are not the self, they are not that. They are just an emanation of that which can change in any one moment. Why do some people defend them so much? They're transitory. It's like it being the fall right now, and then when it starts to change to the winter, I get offended about it because there's some sort of change. I'm the fall, darn it. I'm not the winter, I'm the fall. My environment should be the fall. So this resistance to the infinite possibilities causes so much suffering. This resistance to the unboundedness that you are causes hurt feelings because you're saying, no, I'm the limitation, and then you defend that. You defend your point of view. All of this is taking place in the mind. It is not taking place outside of the mind, which is the goal of every spiritual teacher and spiritual aspirant, to help you go beyond the limitations of your own mind. This exists regardless of what's happening in your mind. Absolutely embracing this can only happen when you surrender the point of view and fall deeply into here, deeply into now, deeply into embracing all that is before you. This cannot be found if you're choosing to look through one small point of view which has to do with a lot of limited pieces of information and misconceptions about how to use that information. So you fall back into the infinite. You fall back into this. And then, of course, you come out with a new set of misconceptions, a new set of ideas, and you play with those ideas like a child plays with toys or toy blocks and says, oh, okay, let's build this block. Let's put this square block on top of another square block, and now let's put it on top of a triangle block or a pyramid block, and then all of a sudden it falls over, and you're like, oh, that's the limitation of my new ideas. But these ideas are probably more advanced than the ideas that you had before. Because genius is a side effect of an open mind. You don't really give birth to information. When you are open, you allow information to flow into you and through you, to infuse into you, right? And then one day you know something and you're like, how did I know that? But the mind must be translucent in order for this to happen. If it's too locked into just seeing one point of view or one thing based on defending the pain or the feelings, you are not going to be able to evolve. You can look at the feelings and the present point of view as a game that you're playing, but in order to go to the next game, you must let go of this game. It's a constant process. Evolution continues, it's just constant. So I'm not here to say who is more evolved or who's less evolved. I'm just here to point you towards the road of evolution itself, to show you how this happens. So you can fight in life, you can argue, you can, try to make the best decisions you can, all based on survival. But if you notice that you're emotionally suffering, then it's time to go within and let go of any ideas you have around any issue or any circumstance within or without. That's the beauty of meditation. You can let go of all the games and then channel in the new you. The funny thing is you're not channeling anything at all. You're just letting go of your misconceptions of you. You're letting go of the limitations that you've placed upon you. Just let them go. Your new expression after this will be more expansive and more infused with your wisdom and your divine expression, whatever's supposed to come out for you specifically. And it won't be like this person over here, and it might not be like this person over here. It'll be your individual expression. And it will automatically fit perfectly into the tapestry that is known as life. But the most important point about all of this is that fulfillment will be yours with this. There will be an experience of life that is allowed to emerge from within. So it's not the expression that's so important, it's more about your internal reality, how you are experiencing life, how much freer it is. Your freedom that was your birthright becomes apparent to you, and you're no longer fighting for it because it's already yours. The most important prison to break out of is the prison of I. Once that's accomplished, everything else feels much more free. So I hope this helps you on your spiritual journey. Take care for now. Those of you who are interested in taking a formal course on awakening, enlightenment, and healing and spirituality, my teacher, Aratima, she offers an online course, an official course called the Wisdom Live School. So make sure you check out her website if you are interested in taking some sort of formal training, and it's at aratima.com. And those of you who aren't familiar with Aratima, I did write a book about my experiences with her called Awakening with Aratima. So make sure you check that out. That's how my whole spiritual journey began many years ago.